What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today I want to give a little bit of an update to the whole Fnatic situation. Obviously, they are one of the biggest teams in the West. A handful of the really popular big teams in North America and Europe. A lot of these big teams don't have their rosters fully done yet, and people are still wondering about the last couple of pieces. The last of those obviously being top lane for Fnatic, as long as the humanoid stuff gets worked out, everything like that. That's not totally official yet. We still don't know who Fnatic's top laner is going to be, but we did definitely get closer to finding out that answer. We definitely have more information today than we did previously, so I just wanted to, kind of round that all up, and it's actually pretty interesting. So definitely make sure you guys do check out the first link in the description below for my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. I would appreciate it a ton. Definitely a lot of awesome content coming your way over there still yet to come. Drop us follow, maybe a prime, maybe a sub, that'd be awesome. But with that being said, let's get right into this. So on the Free Agency show, we did get the official word that for a while it was like, oh, Adam will probably get sold to BDS, and then it was like, oh, hold on, wait a second, Fnatic still needs a top laner, so maybe he won't get sold. But Bloop actually said on the Free Agency show that the relationship between Adam, from what he heard, the relationship between Adam and Fnatic was just so bad that they were not going to be able to keep him. There was just no way he was going to be able to stay, which I think is kind of strange. Like, was Worlds that bad? Was management that bad? Was the whole situation that bad? Because, like, the Fnatic roster is good right now. It's so weird to me that they're struggling to find a top laner because they have Razork, Humanoid, Upset Hylissang. That's a banger lineup. Like, they're literally just a good top laner away from being potentially the best team in the West, and potentially being like a semifinals team at Worlds. I don't know. This roster seems really good, but obviously we know there's a ton of question marks about the Fnatic, ownership, management, all that stuff. It seems like year in and year out, there's just always drama, always some craziness. They can never stay out of the news. They can never keep players happy. But whatever. So we did hear finally officially that it does seem like Adam is going to be sold off to Team BDS. Really exciting for them. More former K-Corp players coming together. That'll be cool to see what Grabs is able to do with that really young and upcoming team. But again, now Fnatic needs a top laner. They don't have Adam. One of the big stories coming out is about who the top laner will not be, and this is the story. This is pretty funny to me and very interesting. Sources are saying this. This is from Upcomer. Sources are saying that cabochard has declined the Fnatic offer. I don't know what the heck's happened. cabochard has declined the Fnatic offer. Will stay with K Corp for the 2022 season. Pretty crazy. This is from Wooloo, his new name and revealed face. But K-Corp top laner, cabochard, will remain with the team for the 2022 season. Sources close to the situation told Upcomer that cabochard declined an offer from Fnatic to play for the LFL organization. cabochard's contract with K-Corp was initially set to expire, today of this year. But according to Upcomer sources, Fnatic have yet to lock in a new player, with Adam being set to be sold to Team BDS in 2022 in their top lane. So this is very interesting. And in a lot of ways, it's really crazy. A player just turned down an offer, an LEC offer, and not just any LEC offer, a Fnatic offer, and not just any Fnatic offer, a Fnatic offer again to play with Razork, to play with Humanoid, to play with Upset, to play with Hylissang. A very good team. This team has potential to compete for LEC titles, to go to Worlds, to do well at Worlds. And cabochard just said, no, I want to stay with K-Corp. I want to stay in the ERLs. Like, one, maybe there was a money difference. Maybe Fnatic was offering him a pay cut as to what K-Corp was offering. I don't know there. Two, it shows just how crazy and potentially good of an organization K-Corp is, that players are willing to turn down Fnatic to stay with them. It shows, how far some of the ERL teams and leagues and stuff have come. But it also still, I think, shows that people are really believing in this K-Corp for the future of them trying to get into the LEC. Obviously, K-Corp just got Reckless. That's an absolute banger. Maybe cabochard wants to play with Reckless. Maybe he wants to be a part of this. And maybe, again, a lot of people are still saying that K-Corp is going to eventually apply for the LEC spot when the LEC expands. Maybe that'll be in 2022, before the start of the 2023 season. Maybe it'll be before the start of the 2024 season. But there's a lot of players who want to be a part of that. There's a lot of players that want to go through this all with K-Corp. So when they do eventually make it to the LEC, they can be on this team. They can be a part of this fan base. They can be a part of what they have going on here, because this fan base is absolutely insane. These players can grow their brands. They can, make a bunch of money. They can do a bunch of good for them. And also, depending on what their salaries are and stuff, they're making good money to play in the ERLs, to play in EU Masters, to, smurf, for lack of a better word. It can be a more relaxing, more chill lifestyle where you're still making a ton of money, still having a ton of fans, and still being able to prove yourself. It's not like the EU Masters competition is something you can't prove yourself for. So again, I don't know why he's not interested in Fnatic. Does he not like the org? Does he, is he worried about the coaching staff and management and stuff too? Does K-Corp offer more money? Does he just believe in K-Corp for the long run? Does he really want to play with Reckless? I don't know for sure. But this is a very, very crazy story. cabochard declining a Fnatic spot to stay in the ERLs, to stay with K-Corp. Something I was not expecting to hear. But there is some more to pull from the story, obviously. This does tell us that Fnatic has been looking at guys like cabochard to potentially fill this slot. Obviously when Adam was leaving, I was kind of thinking, oh, Fnatic's going to go out and make a big splash. They're going to get some crazy Eastern import or something, right? Because there's not that many good top laners left in the West. I really thought that Summit was going to be an option for Fnatic. I really thought that's where we were going to end up seeing Summit go. Now, obviously, Summit ends up at Cloud9, so that's one less option for Fnatic. But there's still some good Korean options left. There's still some good Chinese options left. But obviously, if Fnatic offered this spot to cabochard and he declined it, it must have meant it was his for the taking. So they're obviously, willing and actively looking for players in Europe still. And, I'm not saying cabochard's bad, but I don't think he necessarily is like the level of player that I expected for this Fnatic lineup. Again, I think they have potentially, world-class players in the jungle, in the mid, and in the bot lane. And I think they're trying to round out this roster to go do something at Worlds. So I was a little bit unexpected about Cabo, but now we're to the point of, if it's not Cabo, it's not Adam, who's it going to be? I know that there's a lot of people saying Wonder right now, and maybe it'll end up being Wonder. Maybe if G2 continues to drop that buyout, if Fnatic is even interested in Wonder, I don't know at this point. Obviously, Adam just kind of clapped up Wonder to go to Worlds and stuff like that. And there's questions about Wonder's work ethic. There's also questions just about his buyout, his salary, all that stuff. So a lot of hurdles there. The rumor was that Fnatic isn't interested in Wonder. There's also guys available. I know people are going to say like Vizicachi, Soaz, guys like that. I know there's like SLT, Segenda, guys like that still out there. But none of those players stand out to me as like, oh, the guy that Fnatic should be going for or anything like that. I guess there's always a possibility, at this point in life, of people role swapping, because that just seems to be like the cool thing to do right now. But yeah, it doesn't seem like we're getting Fnatic top lane news anytime soon. Obviously, it's something they're actively working on. Obviously, this news could pop up at any time. And with my luck, it's going to pop up like right as I'm uploading this video or right before I upload this video or something like that. But yeah, one of the biggest questions of the offseason still, even though now the offseason has officially started, is who the heck is going to be Fnatic's top laner in 2022? And I honestly have no idea at this point. Your guess is as good as mine. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know who you think the Fnatic top laner is going to be in 2022. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.